This is long, but without a doubt the most unexplainable, creepy thing that has ever happened to me. June last year, a man from Pakistan began messaging me on Facebook. Assuming it was a spam account, I ignored his attempts at conversation and thought very little of it. 6 months later, the random messages started to pop up again, several times a day, with personal information about me he couldn't possibly know. Every day for almost 4 months, the stranger wrote me, knowing details of my life that I'm certain aren't on my Facebook profile. He knew where I worked, where I live, my phone number, the brand of smokes that I buy, how I became unemployed, and my parents separating, even my daily routine. I'm not so easily spooked, but he was really getting under my skin. I told a few close friends who were skeptical at first, figuring he had gotten my information off of Facebook, until they read the message thread for themselves and could see how serious it really was. Of course, I considered the possibility of an acquaintance of mine who was behind the account posing as this man. Unfortunately, the timeline dated all the way back to 2012. With hundreds of photos, check-ins with family and friends on the other side of the world, and it appeared legitimate. He intimidated me for months, dropping facts about my life every now and then just to scare the shit out of me. Finally, he explained why he'd come to Australia, and if I helped him, he would pay me. At first, I assumed that he thought I could be of some help, making a joke out of his idea. He obviously didn't appreciate my response, because he started monitoring my sister and my dad. I was more angry than scared by this point, and decided to contact the National Security Hotline. I figured if this individual was willing to play a stranger on Facebook to worm his way into Australia, they'd want to find out why. They also didn't think I was batshit crazy, so that was a huge relief. After all the looks others had given me, a few days passed after the call. The messages continued, but I had a peace of mind knowing I'd reported it. Maybe I had overreacted, maybe I was just batshit crazy. Or perhaps one of my friends was behind it all. Obviously, the authorities weren't taking the situation as lightly as I thought, because detectives turned up at my home to get a story from me firsthand. As bizarre as the situation was, it was comforting knowing that they listened, and they had my best interest at heart. The messages stopped the same day that I spoke to the detectives at my house, giving me reason to believe that action was taken as soon as they left. I'll probably never know the details, but it's probably best that way anyway. This isn't the usual creepy story that you read on these threads, but I won't be forgetting my encounter anytime soon.